flow. I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above just like below, and I don't know.
Good morning, good day, good evening. Hello, danger. Okay, we can put this away. We'll do some garden stuff. Collect some. We can collect some strawberries today already. Then do some weeding at the same time. Probably weed first and then collect berries. Because there are already some strawberries that are nice and red, which is, it's pretty early. But it's been pretty warm, so there is a few that are ready. Just clean them up. There's not gonna be too much weeds here, I think. Maybe more down where the other stuff is. Plastic keeps most of the weeds. Just gonna keep these that grow kind of sideways from the side to the plastic away. Yeah, we could eat. There's not that many yet, but I guess I want to give some to the other guys too, so. But yeah, otherwise we could eat them. There's not too many, like most of them are still green. But some are red. And of course it's super windy today. It's super windy. Super windy, but no rain. There's one plant that died completely, I think, over the winter. This guy right here. There's a lot of red ones here. There's 3 or 4 nice ones. And here's the strawberries we planted, and then we got these ones we can eat. The wild strawberry. There's a lot of wild strawberries this year. Like they're basically everywhere in the lawn. So you can just go to the lawn and eat. There's a lot of them here. Everywhere. Pretty shocking. Oh, here's a lot. These are almost ready here. A few of them are ready. And more wild strawberry. Yeah, I have not even the wild strawberry, I have not planted them or anything. They just come there naturally, so that's even better than these. Don't need to do anything. A lot of green ones. Pretty big ones here. I think there's different varieties. It seems like this variety has grown best this year. I think there was at least 2 different varieties here, if I'm not completely remember it wrongly. When we bought the newer strawberries that we planted this spring, there we had I think there was 4 different varieties. So we'll see how those do. I think polka is the pretty common one in Finland. I don't know if some of this is definitely polka. That's one of the really common varieties, I would say, and pretty good ones here. Seems to do pretty well. Yeah, might as well. Might as well stream. It's pretty easy to set up even on OBS. I don't know, it's not it doesn't take much, as long as the upload can handle it on the OBS computer, it's not really any different from streaming to one place. I guess the chats I can get on this app. I got the Geek chat and Twitch chat here. I think if I get the paid version, I could also get the YouTube chat. So the only thing that's not good right now is I cannot read YouTube chat without changing apps. So that's a little downside, but it's on YouTube. It's impossible to get any views, even more impossible than on Kick or Twitch. Live streaming on YouTube isn't really a big thing. But yeah, might as well stream there too. I don't have any deals with any of the platforms, so I can pretty much do whatever. One of the better things when you're a small streamer, you can just pretty much do whatever. Don't have any deals with any of the platforms. Or I guess technically I got a deal with Kick and Twitch, but it's you can stream on both at the moment. I don't think I think previously they had it so that you couldn't stream. If you stream on Twitch, you couldn't stream on Kick, but I believe they changed it recently. And yeah, it's also kind of confusing sometimes with the music stuff. It's always been really confusing, and it's really confusing right now too. On Twitch, there's something I got an email. It said something about if you have music, then you can be if you do DJ streams, then it's fine if you stream music but don't have VODs, and also. Yeah, I didn't know if you need to make some sort of deal or whatever the situation was, but it's always, with the music, it's always really confusing. As a streamer at least, it's really confusing, like what can you do, what can you not do. And you can like stream live, but you cannot leave the music in VODs, so it's like, what's the difference there? Super confusing. So I basically just watch some other streamers and see what they do and then do it. Don't really know if it's okay or not, but we'll just roll with that, I guess. It's definitely not very clear, I can say that. Yeah, just a little bit there, then I think we're pretty good here. We're not too much, maybe some thistles in some places. Then we can pick, there's not actually that many completely ready, maybe a few there. Then we'll go to the rest of the garden. But it is pretty early. Usually this time of the year the strawberries are not ready yet, so some early berries. That's one that's probably, yeah, this one looks pretty good. Ready to pick. Yeah, that should be pretty good for these. I guess we could pick the berries at the same time when we're here, then we'll go to the other area, see what needs to be done there. And then later we can do some grilling and pick some strawberries and stuff. And then we already did some, or my brother did some grilling yesterday already. We're gonna grill some more meat today. Get more of that good midsummer food, or summer solstice food, I guess it's called. And then add some strawberries and veggies to it. Or greens. See, there was not too much. This one was probably good. Yeah, this one is good, and then that guy is good. Rest can still grow. There's not on this variety does not have that many berries. That one has a lot more over there. See here, these are probably not ready yet. No, not really. They can get a little more color on them still. Same with these, they're kind of not super red yet. That one's okay. Here's a few that's okay. Those are kind of the limit we can take. Then you could also leave them. And a pretty good thing with the strawberries that I do usually is like clean them out, clean all the ready berries out, and then wait maybe 2 days, and then you can check it over again. Then there's probably more that are ready. A couple of big ones. There's some maybe can get a little bit more red. There's a few already, and we got a little bit more in the other place, I think. Oh yeah, there's more here. Didn't even check this. And that's good for now here. We do not have bear meat. I think the meat was either, yeah, probably cow or pig. Some sort of cow or pig meat. Yeah, let's do a little weeding. It's pretty good here, not too many weeds, but can do a little bit. Then we get some more strawberries over there. Just clean it up a little bit. Corn is growing pretty well. A couple of the plants got nibbed by some animal, maybe a hare or a rabbit. But yeah, the corn looks pretty good. Probably the best corn plants I've ever had at this point in time. Might actually amount to something. Maybe. We'll see. "24-hour stream. We will see. We will see. We'll see if it will be today or, yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday. We'll see. I would have to see. Like, I got the hammock. I gotta see if the hammock is like, if it fits in the gazebo. Then I could like sleep outside. But yeah, I don't know if there's enough room for the hammock. But if there is, then it could be good. And then I think I got a sleeping bag somewhere. Because it's the nights are still like, it would be a little chilly to just have the hammock at this point. But yeah, next week when it gets like warmer again and it's like 15 degrees during the night, then it would definitely work like temperature wise. Sleep gazebo, yeah. Now that way I would have like a roof. So in case, of course it's not gonna rain, but in case it would rain or something, then we would be covered. I guess it would be more for like not getting like bird crap and stuff on the hammock. Because I don't really have a tarp that fits the hammock, so I would need some sort of roof, I guess, so we don't get wet, like crapped on. It's not really for the rain at the moment. It's not in the forecast. It's probably this month. It's not gonna rain anymore this month. So we got 10 days worth of no rain. So should be able to fit a 24-hour stream in there somewhere. And that's a weed. That's a weed. This is carrots, but this one, it looks really like a carrot almost. But it's between the rows, so I'm pretty sure it's weeds. Hello there. Hello. I think the peas we need to do some manual weeding in between because they're so big now that we can't even weed. Can't really use this guy too much in there. Maybe a little bit here on the outside. Need to figure out where the peas start to grow so we don't cut them off. Yeah, a little weed time, a little strawberry picking time. Probably collect some deal that's like really big. I guess we'd start by getting the strawberries done first. Yeah, it's probably this month it's not gonna rain more, it seems. The forecast was at least like it's just gonna next week again hotter and no rain, so pepperoni for this year again. We got 10 mils this Monday, I think it was, or something, but now it's going for the worse again. But yeah, in the garden here it's okay. In the garden it's growing well. Here we have moisture, here I can put water, so it's fine here. I don't think there's much carrots here. It's probably just weeds, so we can use the machine if there's some here. And then there's some up there, but I don't think there's much down here. There's nothing there. There's the first one, I think, right there. So we can just reap this with the machine. There is really no carrots right there, I think. But yeah, other than that, carrots look pretty good here. You can see where the carrots are now, so that's good. Could even where there's like a couple really close to each other, I could thin them out because otherwise the carrots don't get too big. But it's kind of fine, I think. There's not too many that are close to each other. Already. I think we got some ones over there too. We can go there once we get this stuff finished here. But yeah, it's a sign that it's been pretty hot, because usually the strawberries do not get ready to midsummer, or they might, but Yeah, it's kind of early this year. Which again is a sign that it's been pretty damn warm. It's been okay now for 2 weeks. We've had it's been around plus 20 now for 2 weeks, so that's been good. But the rain is still not here. But at least the temperatures haven't been they have been cooler now, so gotta be happy about that, I guess. It has not been plus 25 to 30 now every day, so that's good. Peas look pretty good here. Can just weed some of the bigger weeds we can get here in between, but they usually grow up so much that a little weeds don't really bother them. Oh, it's hot right here. The wind, it's windy, but not right here. The hill is covering the wind here. I guess it's better for the sound quality. But yeah, I saw on some weather channel said that it's gonna be today. There can be really high winds in, I think it was in Czech Republic and Germany and those places. There could be some serious weather there now. But yeah, there was no carrots here, so we can use the big tool here. Chop these damn twitch grass. Damn twitch grass down this guy. Can we climb a tree for science? Nope. Nope. I do cut down some trees, but I do not climb trees. And there's not really, there's one maybe there that you could climb, but most of the big trees here, they don't have any branches down low, so it's kind of hard to get up in them too. Yeah, twitch, this stuff right here. This is one of the many names is twitch. I guess twitch grass or something, but this is one of the bad guys with the thistles. And it's kind of a funny joke, yeah, when you stream on Twitch and there's Twitch on the ground too, so kinda, you know, those bad jokes. Some bad dad jokes. Peas, this is peas, yeah. There's carrots, peas. This is the leek or garlic, whatever it is in English. I never remember the difference. Beans, dill, parsley, lettuce that for some reason didn't grow. There's like one growing there. And then we got corn, potatoes, strawberries, tomatoes, chilies. We got a bunch of stuff here. All kinds of stuff in the garden here, in the mini garden. Leek is the long one, garlic the rock-like shape. Okay, yeah, so this is leek. And then we got garlic over there. Can I teach how to grow a potato? Easy. Step 1, take a potato. Step 2, put potato in ground. Step 3, wait. Then you can put some water on it and take the weeds out. That's it. Very easy, very easy. Step 4, eat it, yeah. Take it out of the ground in the fall. Don't you have to slice it? No, you can when you plant the potato, you can like take one big potato and cut it into smaller pieces and put it in the ground, but you can also just put the whole potato. I always just put the whole potato. I know if the potatoes are really big, I guess you can slice them, but I have never done that. I've always just put the whole potato in the ground. Leeks are really hard to see. It's like here's a little bit, there's one, there's one. It's really hard to see. They're pretty small still. That's a weed. That's a leek. Hard to tell the difference. I guess the leeks are, yeah, it's not a leaf, it's like strings basically. Really no leaves. Or they look at least very different. Here they're a little bit bigger. Can actually see that there is something. That's a weed. Just weeds. Do I use biotone? What is that? Some sort of fertilizer? I don't really much in the garden here. I did put some sort of fertilizer. I don't know what the name of it was anymore. But it was some like liquid fertilizer that I mixed with water. But other than that, I don't really put any fertilizer or any chemicals in the garden either. I know there's like 752 different things you can put on. But yeah. I think that's just weeds. The last bit here, there was a one plant there, but I believe that's only weeds. Or at least this is between the rows. There might be. I think that's weeds too. Just weeds right there. Growing some long weights. What's that? Growing some weights for the gym. But yeah, this stuff here, I don't know what happened with the lettuce. Like lettuce is usually really easy to grow. There's like one plant there and the rest is like, there didn't come up anything. That's weird. So we can, I guess this is easy to weed now. We can just use this thing. I'm gonna save that one plant there, but the rest is just weeds, so we don't need to be that careful here. Then we got the dill. Dill is very visible. That's easy. Probably the easiest stuff to grow ever. Grows real fast, really easy to see. Gets old pretty quickly also, so we're probably gonna cut a bunch of this now and eat it with the meat today. And then parsley is coming up too. Some weeds here. I get the tractor out. Yeah, the mechanical weeder, it wouldn't really, for the twitch grass and thistles it doesn't work, but yeah, for the smaller stuff it would, but this stuff is too big already and yeah, it doesn't fit here and all kinds of issues. But yeah, this is easy to hand weed, it's just very little. Once we've done this area, then we're pretty much done with the weeding. Maybe a little bit where the garlic is, but then we can just pick some more strawberries and yeah, do some other stuff. This is our mechanical weeder today. And this will work on every weed. As long as you can pull it through the ground, then this will slice every weed. There's no weed that can escape this guy. There is no escape for the weeds. Just like that, if you can do between the rows, and it's really fast to do between the rows, then just in the rows you need to manually pick the weeds, but that's just a small part. That's why I tried to make the rows so there's enough room for me to pull this guy in between. Working pretty well. There where there's a lot of that twitch grass and it gets kind of hard to pull it through, but otherwise works pretty well. The rest is hand weeding stuff. In real life. Yep, this is in real life and not a recording. Like sometimes, I think it was when we were skiing once, then someone really thought it was a recording. But it is not a recording. Most of these weeds out. The parsley is kind of easy. Once it starts growing more, then it will like take over. And what are we farming here? Bunch of stuff. Parsley, dill, lettuce, beans, leek, beans, carrots, peppers, or not, chilies, tomatoes, corn, potatoes, strawberries, garlic. So there are quite a bit of stuff here in the garden. A lot of different stuff. Not a lot of anything here in the garden, but a lot of different stuff. But yeah, then we can get some greens to put on the plate too. Greenies. What state am I in? I'm in the grand state of Finland. The hidden state in the United States called Finland. But yeah, just a little bit here to hand weed. Then the rest we can do with the tool there, so it's gonna be easier. What process I'm doing? Just weeding, taking weeds out. I'm growing this stuff and then just pulling out the weeds. Simple stuff, just weeding. Not the most glamorous part of the farming, but it helps the thing grow that I wanna grow here. Otherwise I would get too many of the weeds and basically just weeds or mostly weeds. So just pulling out some weeds. And this is one of the jobs when you take out weeds from garden. Like you can, I know people who are like, if they see one weed, then it's like, oh God, we gotta kill it, bring out the sledgehammer. But yeah, I'm just trying to get most of it. Like if there's some weeds left, it's fine. We don't need to get them all, as long as we can get most of them. So that it's at least mostly parsley growing here and not mostly weeds. Then it's good. But yeah, anybody can do that how they want in their garden. But yeah, it's easy with this type of farming. Like this is like a garden. Anybody can do this as long as you have some sort of access to land. Then you can do this. It's very easy. It's not expensive. I don't need, like, I have some hand tools, but for this job you don't need anything expensive. You don't need a tractor, you don't need anything. You just need your 2 hands and some land. Then you can buy some seeds, and yeah, it's very cheap also. So I guess lack of land might be the biggest hurdle for some people. Like if you live in a city, it might be tough to get like access to land, but then you can even grow in pots. Like if you have a balcony, you can have pots on the balcony and grow stuff there. So it's really easy to start. Doesn't take, like, it's not expensive. In today's world where everything is expensive, just farming a little bit, like small scale, it's pretty inexpensive. How many acres do we have? Well, if you count the tractor fields, then we have like 36 hectares of fields, and no, not 36. 36 hectares. That's about, what is it, like 80 acres of fields, and maybe like 50 acres of forest on the whole farm. But then this is just the garden part. So this is this is not 1 acre. This is just a very small area here. This is just the garden area. Hobby garden area. Yeah, that should be pretty good. The deal looks pretty good. There's not a lot of weeds there. Looks like a beautiful day. It's a nice day. It's pretty warm, pretty windy. Not right here, but otherwise it's pretty windy. We can go, I think, take a little break in the shade now. It's not super hot yet today, which is nice. We can do some stuff, and here in the wind it's nice and cool actually. But yeah, in the sun, if it's not windy, then it's starting to get hot, and it's gonna get warmer next week, unfortunately. Let's take a little break. Oh, there goes the hat. pretty windy here, so we're not gonna stay too long here. Gonna go back there. There it's less windy there. Maybe sit like this. Otherwise the wind is gonna be in the mic probably pretty badly. Oh, Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, I have been to Las Vegas actually once. We did a road trip with my brother a long time ago. So we started in New York and ended up in Los Angeles, and we drove through Las Vegas too. It's pretty cool place, like not literally cool, but it's oasis in the middle of the desert. But yeah, in hot places like that I couldn't live. Like here when it goes above 20 Celsius it's like too much for me, so I couldn't really live in those hot places. But yeah, if you like hot weather then it's a good place. It's been pretty dry here also this start of the summer here, so I guess that's the same as there, but it's not that hot here. Like it can get 30 degrees here, but usually not much more than that. But yeah, we don't want to stay here too much. It's so windy that nobody can hear anything. But yeah, this is a really cool place, or nice place. You can see the fields here and see how badly they're growing when it's so dry. Any wild animals? Sure, we got a lot here. Yesterday when I was walking outside here, I saw like a fox. A fox just ran across the field there. So yeah, you can see a lot of animals here. Bears, wolves, foxes, deer, wild boar. Just to name the big ones, I guess. Then there's a lot of like smaller animals, of course. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of animals. But yeah, we got some strawberries. You can pick from there. There might be some small strawberries there that we planted like this year, but these are proper sized. But yeah, we can weed here. I got my wildlife camera here, so we can turn this one around so we don't take too many photos of ourselves here. But yeah, I had that here, so in case the wild boars come and eat up the potatoes, at least the culprits will be caught on camera. But yeah, here it shouldn't be too much weeding. I guess we can check. Yeah, there's plastic here, so this stays pretty clean. Same with the potatoes. Might be a few weeds here on the garlic, but not too bad. Not too much work here. Just need to put water on this in a few days. It's getting kinda dry. Well, there is moisture underneath, but getting on the dry side again soon. Wild boars ever been shot? Yeah, the the wild boar is like an invasive species here, so the hunters, I believe they don't even need permits for wild boars. They can just go and shoot them. If they see one, they can shoot them, I think. I'm not a hunter, but it's the wild boar is an invasive species here, so yeah, they try to at least try to shoot it as much as possible. Keep them from multiplying too much. So they have definitely been shot a bunch here, but there is quite a bit of them left, I think. They're not that easy to hunt, I think. They're really shy and scared of any sound or anything abnormal. And the wild boars, they can cause some damage to the fields too. We haven't really had like some places you can see close to the ditch, it's like the ground has been completely turned over, but it hasn't really caused any damage to the fields yet. But I mean, if you get a lot of them, then they could cause a bunch of damage. I believe in Sweden they already cause more damage. There's even more of them in Sweden. Man, it's windy. The hat is not gonna stay on the head here. Need to keep the head into the wind. Wild boars are very common in Texas. Yeah, I don't know about the situation in other countries. Here in Finland, like 20 years ago, there was absolutely no wild boars. But then they spread in from neighboring countries, I guess. Some weeds in the garlic there, but not too bad, luckily. Just pull out a few. Pull out the biggest ones. And I have definitely, like in the forest, there's been some places where I've seen like clear tracks of the boars, and they have like turned the ground upside down in the forest a little bit in some areas. But I haven't seen like a wild boar in action, so to speak. Yeah, like they don't, like it's good when they turn around the dirt and work the plant material in the soil like that. Per se, that's not bad. But if they do it when you're trying to grow something, then they of course destroy your crop. So that's the bad thing there. They ruin the crops. They don't, like, technically they don't ruin the soil. They even improve the soil. Like when they go through the ground, they're almost like a plow. Like they turn around the soil and make it like fluffy and stuff. But yeah, you don't want that to happen when the crop is growing. If they would do it in the fall when you have harvested the crop, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, I I don't think you can speak to them, speak some sense into them. So they would only dig in the ground on the fields outside the crop season. But yeah, that's if you get a lot of the wild boars. We have luckily the numbers are still relatively low here, so we haven't had like pretty much no damage, or like very little. But yeah, if you would get like a pack with a few hundreds of them, then they could definitely cause quite a bit of damage actually. But yeah, here I got a little patch. I'm not growing anything here, so we can just, I guess, keep the weeds away from this area. But I have planted everything I'm gonna plant this year, so there's a little patch here that I didn't have anything to plant here. I guess it's good for weed management in this area. Keep the weeds down for next season. Then next season I can grow something here again. I think my neighbor's doing the same thing here on the bigger field. He hasn't planted anything in this field, but I think the purpose there is to keep killing the weeds this year, and then maybe he'll plant something in the fall there. But yeah, it's pretty, as long as the weeds don't get bigger than this tool is pretty easy. Pretty easy to use, and it kills the weeds pretty good. If I would try to use it here where it's like full grass, then it doesn't really work. But as long as the weeds aren't too big, then it does a good job. Good little garden tool. It must be a little scary at night, too dark. I should do a 24-hour stream today or the next few days. It's not gonna get dark. We're so far north here that actually yesterday was, I think, the longest day, so we had 20 hours of sunlight. And then the 4 hours that are dark aren't really like that dark either. Gets a little darker. It's not this bright, but it's not super dark at all. And then like now we have 20 hours of daylight, and in the middle of the winter we have at the shortest the day is like 6 hours of daylight. So it changes a lot from winter to summer. In the summer, basically only daylight, and then in the winter, in November, December, it's like only darkness almost. And that works fine for me. I don't have an issue. Like some people have big issues when it's mostly dark, then they get kind of depressed, or even in the summer when it's only light. Then some people have problems like sleeping and stuff, but it's never been an issue for me. Like I like that it changes, so sometimes there's a lot of sunlight, sometimes it's dark. Like there's the cycle of the year. I don't mind it at all. The only period that's kinda a little bit not great is usually like late fall. We might get like November especially, it might get super rainy and kinda dark, and then it's that can be like a little bit like that's not my favorite month, but then everything else is kinda good. Like even in the winter you can do skiing and other activities, so it's kinda okay in the winter too. Don't mind it when it's a little bit cooler even. My English is rally English, so not that good. It's my third best language, so not the best. I guess it's getting better when I use it when I'm streaming now, but not the best. I'm gonna save those. That's a couple of tomato plants. I try to not mistake them for weeds. Yeah, that should be pretty good for the weeding part. Then what was I supposed to do? You can pick more strawberries. There's a little bit more we can pick. Maybe a few small ones. Yeah, for me it's like even when it's above 20 Celsius, if I'm doing anything like this, then it's just hot. It doesn't help at all. Of course, if you're sitting just still, then it's fine with hotter temperatures. But yeah, when doing activities, physical activities, then like 15 to 20 Celsius is perfect. But yeah, I guess when the camera's turned that way, I guess we can see if there's any strawberries to pick in the new ones. See if we can add some to this. Easiest crop to harvest, hardest. Well, in the garden, it's kind of same. Like you need to pick it up. It's not like there's not a huge difference like on the hardness level. I guess potatoes you need to dig them up a little bit. All the other stuff you can just pick what's above ground. So I guess physically potatoes are a little bit heavier. But in the garden it's so small amounts here that it's not really that hard. And in the big fields it's like, yeah, you combine it with the combine. Not a huge difference there. I mean peas and beans are usually pretty short, so they can be hard to pick up with the combine. But yeah, oats and wheat and stuff like that, it's relatively the same to harvest. No big differences. See, here we planted strawberries this year. These have really small strawberries the first year. They have just been planted here this year, so these are going to be like really small, the strawberries, but it's nice that they produce something already the first year. They will be a lot bigger next year. Oh, that's dropped off. I'll pick all those. Somebody has been eating on those. Throw them to the side. Then the other couple of rows up there. Can do a little weeding at the same time as we check if there is any good berries here. Now there's one that has, this guy has died, I think. Yeah, this guy has died for some reason. Probably got some disease or something. There was nothing there. That's about all the strawberries, I think. How do I know when to harvest? Well, strawberries, it's easy. You look at them, and then when they're completely red, then it's a good time to harvest. If you wait too much longer, then they become like soft and like rot away. But yeah, when they're nice and red, you can harvest them. And then the rest, when the ones that were too green, I'm gonna leave them for like a couple of days, and then they will probably be ready for harvest again. So for the strawberries, yeah, you just, when they start to be ready, then like every second day I go through it and pick all the ones that are ready. But yeah, that's good. The older strawberries produced bigger ones. Those that we planted this year, they're kind of, yeah, really tiny this first year. But there's some red stuff. This will be good to add to the meat that we will barbecue here soon, I think. I guess now this is good. Turn the camera back to film the potential bad guys coming and destroying the potatoes. Then I'm gonna cut some dill here too, put it in the same bucket here. This dill is also really good with just meat. Just cut a bunch of this. That's a weed. Yeah, that should be a good stuff for today. Then what else should I do? Yeah, we can. The one thing I can still do is these that didn't grow here. But there's a few chilies growing here. I guess I could sort out the ones that, I believe that's maybe a weed. That's a chili. The ones that didn't grow anything, I think we can just dump the dirt back in the field here. These, I don't know if I want to reuse these. They're like paper things. I think these are maybe too. They look kind of bad. I'm gonna buy new for next year. So these I guess we can dump the dirt out and then we'll just maybe burn these. And then I can just leave the ones that have something growing in them. No need to water the ones that didn't start grow or start to grow. I guess you could compost these also. They're like paper or cardboard pots. And then put all the ones that are growing. Maybe they'll fit there. All the ones that have something growing right there. Alright, those we can do something with, and there's maybe here a few that are not confirmed. I think that might just be a weed. These are kind of empty. Maybe a few of these big pots even. Not really anything growing here. I guess we can dump these too. These we can reuse, the big pots. Pottery pots. And this guy. And this guy's empty. Those, the rest have. These are chilies. They grow really slowly in the beginning, but I want to keep them in the pots because I think in the fall, I think they can survive on that amount of dirt. Then in the fall, I can take them indoors and continue to grow them. At least the ones in the bigger pots. The ones in the small ones here, I'm not sure. But yeah, because these, I think these had like the growing time of these were like, it was like 1 year, like 360 days or something. So we might try that with the bigger ones. Try to keep them in the pots there. These smaller ones, I'm not sure. These I might try to put in the soil at some point. But yeah, these we can take out. Then we can probably bring in the sprayer here, or the irrigation device, because it's kind of getting dry here again. Especially those seemed pretty dry, so could put the irrigation on. I don't want to put it on right now when it's this windy, but maybe later today. These will go somewhere. That's also more paper. Guess we clean that up too. Yeah, let's take these first. We got the barbecue station is waiting already. this evening at some point we're gonna fire that up, or my brother's gonna fire it up, and then we'll grill some meat. Okay, sleep well. Pots and pans, where should we put these? I can put them here. These ones will probably burn or compost or do something with. They're too far gone to use for anything really. Then we can go take move the sprayer into position. And we just turn the valve at some point when we feel it's not too windy for the sprayer. Garden hose sprayer. This guy we can move into position, so it's ready to just put some water on, and it's gonna spray out from here. That this moves like from side to side. Good little thing, so you don't need to carry any water out to the garden. But yeah, we'll just get this into position. Yeah, we can put it from here. Then we'll put it, depending on the wind, we need to adjust a little bit where it is. So it sprays all the way from there to there, but probably here somewhere should be pretty good. We can adjust it when we put the water on. But yeah, should be good. Then I'll move the sprayer over there later. I think the garden is pretty good now. Should be good. Oh yeah, we can clean these. There's some random paper left here. I guess these were the seed bags we used to seed this. Take this out and take these. And remember, take our food out too. I guess I can leave it here by the grill. And we should remember to take it indoors at some point. Or maybe we'll even eat outdoors. If the wind dies down, then we could probably eat outside. If it is windy, then it's maybe easier to be indoors. Oh yeah, one thing. Another thing I kind of started thinking about now, we need, for the sprayer, I need something to keep it higher up from the ground, because otherwise, if you have it like under the potatoes and try to spray it, and it's just gonna hit the leaves, and not go anywhere. Still have underneath there yesterday last year. Hyvää juhannusta. Yeah, we need something. I think I had, what the hell did I have underneath it last year? Might have been, it's gotta be something that it stays on top so it doesn't like fall down either. I think I had some sort of table. But which one? Something that's relatively easy to move. Like these could work, but it's kind of, I don't know if it stays on top there. The sprayer. We could, some sort of table. I don't know where the one is that I used last year. We're not going to use a chair. Something that doesn't matter also if it gets wet, because when you spray there it's going to get wet. This mini greenhouse could work. I think it's too shaky. Wind is gonna push it over. That over there could work, but it's full of stuff. It's full of stuff. Maybe we'll try with the big bucket, this guy. This is stable enough, but do I get the thing to stay on top there without falling down? That's the question there. And it's not gonna water where it is. So it's not that good. There's a big table there, but that's overkill. We don't want to haul like a big table. Maybe I'll have to build something. And yeah, one thing we could do, the strawberry protectors we could also put. Yes, I could have the camera. We could put the strawberry protectors on the strawberries too, if there's going to be like birds or something. Yeah, I'll have to figure out. It's not too high, the crops yet, so it might work without anything underneath. But in the future we need something there. Something to keep it higher. I guess maybe it was this guy that I used last year. If I take the top level off here, then if I put it in the basket there, it might work. I guess it was this guy I used last year. Without this top thing. If I empty this one out and put the sprayer here, then it might work. Or maybe in the top level. Where's the... Yeah, if I lift the one basket higher. Guess we're gonna make this work. We're just gonna take all the stuff out. Mini pots. Too much stuff. Not enough room. This should work. We put this up high. Then we put the sprayer here. I think that's what I did last year. Got the grill master going at it. I guess we can show that a little bit. Sit there and watch the grill so it doesn't fall over and cause a fire. So I'll put this underneath here. Somewhere, wherever we need it. Then just a sprayer up top. Maybe I had the hose from here. I think I had some sort of flat thing here, not the basket, but I guess this needs to be. It would be better if it would be flat. That's not good. It's gonna squeeze the hose. Maybe that'll work. We'll try to put it on and see what it does if we have it like that. Then especially with the potatoes, the sprayer is like above the things. Something like that. But yeah, it's way too windy to start it now. It would blow all the water away. It's better to wait for less windy conditions. But yeah, we have started a fire here. Fire. Fire! Here's some snacks. There's your thing.
Oh.
Put this somewhere. Try to remember to take it. Okay, we can be in the shade here and enjoy the fire and stay in the place where it's not burning us. Let the flames die down and then put a slab of meat on. The wind is always going to be in the wrong way. It's always going to blow you in the face. Wind is always in the wrong direction. But this is good. But the wind is coming from it seems like from straight west still. This is a good spot. Not that much wind here. Best possible spot. Let's just watch a fire. Oh wow. Ja, jag kan se det sen senare. Ja, jag kan se sen senare. Smoke's coming this way. But yeah, there is forest fire warning here, so we need to be if you have a fire now, it's good to have one guy guarding it at all times. Because if this would fall over, for example, in the wind now, the grass would probably start to burn quite a bit. And we're pretty close to a building here, so better not to risk it for the biscuit at this point. You can risk it for the biscuit in some other places, but this is not one of them, I think. I guess I could take the tripod here, put the camera on the tripod. Then I could shift out of this. I got the working clothes on, but now we're pretty much chilling the rest of the day. Grill now, yeah, it's good time now. And then watch football afterwards. Yeah, let's take the tripod. Then you can watch the fire here. Then I can have you guys watch the fire. Keep track of the fire. Then you just alert me in chat if it starts to burn in the wrong places. Can I trust Twitch chat with that, or can I trust any chat with that? We'll put you guys on the tripod here. You have better. And I can go. I'm probably in the shower here at some point. And yeah, shower stream is only for tier 3 or tier 4 subs even. That's probably decent. But yeah, I will go take some clothes off, and I will be back in a bit. I guess I'll leave chat here, so if someone donates, you can hear the music should be playing from this guy, in case someone donates. I put it here, it might be a little loud, but I can't really put it anywhere else. Then I'll be back in just a little bit. smoky. We're getting smoked chat. Smoked chat. Now there's no flame anymore. I think we can put on some meat here, I think. See?
We got the meat.
We got the meats. We got the meats. I'm gonna try to be in the...
We got the meat. Right.
That's a big amount of meat. That, and then we add the strawberries and stuff to that, and it should be good. Is it hot enough? But no more flames. Then it's good.
Det är inte bra om det blir en grå just så det blir det.
Ja,
Det ska vara en styrka en kvart.
ja, det ska vara en stund. Let it settle down a little more. Gonna be here. I'm not gonna be. Don't want to be in the sun too much. I always get sunburned. I'm not getting smoked. Grilling is going. Classic midsummer stuff. Check battery situations. We're good. Good on the battery front. This probably needs to be a peak here. I can see something. No buzzers, please. Is the temp good for the meat? Not too hot, not too cold, but you're not gonna put any folio on the...
No.
No folio time. We'll get some meat done. Then the football starts. The first match wasn't that good today. I think the second and third one are going to be the better ones. I think. I might watch the first one a little bit there on the side or in the background. See what matches do we have today. We have Slovakia, Ukraine first, pretty even. Then Poland, Austria, pretty even. And Holland, France, pretty even matches today. Hopefully it continues with no 0-0 matches and no super. There hasn't really been a boring match so far. There's been pretty good action. Pretty good action in all the matches. There's a wild strawberry there. We almost stepped on. There's wild strawberries everywhere. Shade. Here it's shade. Standing shade. Fire is not getting out of hand. Then we need to put it out when we're done too. That's probably the riskier part. And everyone's eating and getting tired from the food and then the fire starts. Strawberries. Should eat the strawberries before. Or maybe eat the strawberries afterwards.
Om man börjar, eller från början så måste man ha 30-50 timmar för att
Oh,
man
God.
kan processa det. Och sen köpa 100% säljare.
Okay. Yep, it's grilling time. Barbecue time. Don't want to be too much in the shade, but we're just waiting for the coals to be. It's pretty damn hot now, but it needs to be no flame, but hot. I think it's pretty good now. Can you put something on already? It needs to be hot, but no flame and hopefully no wind takes. No. Orange steam, yes. It's definitely feels very hot. But then we just hope the wind, we're kind of behind the building here, so it should be the wind doesn't tip everything over. And just slap the meat on. I would use like a folio or like a aluminium thing in between, but I guess the master cook here wants to just slap them on like that. That's gonna work too. It's
Maximum heat.
as long as there's no flame, it should be fine.
Tehdään unique saakka tilanteessa heittomerkki uudessa paljon.
No, it's going like first when you lit it, there's like a flame, but then the flame has to die down. It's like, is it coals or what is it? Briquettes. Briquettes, whatever it's called. So they provide a lot of heat without flame, because if you have a lot of flame, then it's gonna burn the meat. So you actually don't want flame. You want like, but it's, I can feel here it's like really hot. There's a lot of heat coming out. Should be good for the meat. How long does it need to be on there? 20 minutes?
Sitä 5 minuuttia epäsiilöä.
Okay, 10
Sitä
minutes.
10 minuter så ska man ha.
Yeah.
Det här var
Well done.
Det här är alltid en kassler.
Yeah.
Ja,
Some smaller slabs and then a bigger slab of meat. It's gonna be definitely, this is more than enough for many people to eat.
Jag tror att det räcker sen jag lagar lite sen grillkorvar.
Det här är nog tillräckligt. This is more than enough for like 4 people.
Det är 1 kilo som det här är snarare kilo. Kassler.
Then we got all the greens to add to this. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Yeah, again another place where I would want the stream to have smell-o-vision. Would be really good right now. It would be good actually most of the time. It's very few times when it smells bad here. Maybe if someone is spreading manure, but there's not too many animal farms around here, so nobody's spraying or spreading that crap that often. Sun is almost going behind the roof. I don't want to stand in the sun too much, getting sunburned. Smells like barbecue. Smells good. Then just at the end, just dump the coals on the ground. Then we would have a lawn fire. Measuring the temps.
Ja, har
Hur mycket är det? 300?
550 grader.
Oh, over 500 degrees Celsius in there. Definitely, yeah, you can see there. No flames, but it's like
Sitä oranssi.
glowing orange. Some grease is falling down, and that's lighting up, or actually starting almost like a flame. Think we can get a fox on that barbecue easy. No lie. Yesterday I saw a fox run about 50 meters in that direction. It ran from this field and went into the grass field over there. Yesterday. No lie. So we just need to, yeah, catch it somehow. But there are foxes around here and all kinds of animals. You don't see them that often, but I guess the deer you see most often. Like pretty much every summer or every spring you can see deer somewhere in that grass field or close to the woods somewhere. So there is definitely animals around here. You don't see them much, the bigger ones, but they're definitely here. Meat is, what is temp of meat? 89 degrees on the surface. 10 and 10. Or 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Yeah. I think about 7 minutes per side should be good for those. They're not that thick. If you put the thick meat, then it needs to be, you need to turn it many times back and forth. So it doesn't burn, but gets properly cooked. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go after we need a plate to put the ready ones so we can take them off. Be back in a bit. Big plate. You have the big plate. I like a normal plate. What's on that grill? We got some. What was this? Some sort of pork meat. I don't know what's kassler in English. There's another plate to put the ready ones. Pork. Some sort of, that's some sort of pork. Is the other type? Is that pork also? Yeah. Some sort of pork meat. Don't know the specifics. I'm not a big barbecue guy, like knowing all the different kinds, especially not in all the languages, but it's some sort of pork meat. Yeah, it's not alive anymore, that's for sure. That is for sure. Seems pretty good on one side. It needs a good 5 minutes or 7 minutes on each side at least. So it's well done, but not burnt to a crisp, and not either like not undercooked either. Yeah, this will be good. Get this, basically all this done here, and then we can probably move indoors and eat. We could eat it outdoors, but it's so windy today that probably easier to eat indoors. Otherwise stuff is gonna start flying. But yeah, I can start taking stuff indoors soon, and then we'll see. I might move the camera indoors. And then we can see. Then we can watch some football. I'm gonna have the football match on, but real, not loud, so you can't hear it on stream. Then we're watching football, but no copyright issues.
Who will be sacrificed at the Midsummer Festival?
What? No one. Just this pork.
The Midsummer.
But yeah, we usually barbecue where the chairs are, the outdoor chairs. But it's so windy today that we had to relocate here behind the building, so it's at least a little bit less windy. And even now you need to be kind of careful to not leave the grill unattended for too long, because if the wind would flip it over, then we could have a kind of a bad situation. What's cooking? We got some pork at the moment. A little midsummer grilling, or summer solstice it's called, I guess, the official, or in English. In Swedish it's like, yeah, midsommar, and Finnish it's like juhannus. Usually a good time to do some barbecue. Or grilling, as we call it. Starting to look pretty good. Not too much cooked, but not too little either. We even got the temp measure, so you can measure what's the temp of the meat. Highly scientific. Joo, vi ska nog vara så det vi ska inte något.
Well
Ja. Inte de de stekta före den något.
Det kan nog hända.
Ja.
Well cooked.
Well done. Not burnt to a crisp, but well done.
Svaret till den här kanten så.
Lite, ja.
Vi sa dem ja. Lite olika
A little bit cooked, but not so it a little bit can be a little bit black on some places, but you don't want to cook it so it's all black. Then it doesn't taste good anymore. But yeah, smell though, vision would be good right about now. Coals are still hot as hell. And once we get those cooked, then I can take them on the plate and probably go indoors and start to take everything else ready, make everything else ready. Then you can barbecue the rest of the slabs. Oh, those are ready. Do we wanna? Should I go indoor now, or do you wanna do more before I go indoor?
Ja, ne käydään kasvot.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bigger piece that needs to be quite a bit on there for a while. Maybe. Yeah. I guess we could leave the camera out here. I need to go. that's a big piece, big long piece. That has to be there for a while before it's done. Big guy. Needs some heat. I guess I can wait for that and then take that plus those in. Then you do the last bits. Barbecuing. First meat, it's not gonna get cold now. It's in the sun there, so it's gonna stay at least plus 30. Hot enough. Should be good. The last bits we grilled or barbecued a little bit yesterday too. Meat was good. Can confirm. Then we add some greens to it and then it's pretty good. Probably don't want to eat this much meat every day, but occasionally very good. Beep beep. Is it need to time to turn the first one?
Snart, joo.
Soon. Maybe you can turn and a little bit on one side, a little bit on the other side, and then back on the first side. That way it has time to cool down, then it doesn't burn the surface. No, but you have barbecued more than me, so you're the barbecue expert here. Om du vänder om mer gånger så går det kanske. Need to flip it more. This one, but what's the difference between this kind and those guys? Is that was there was different like sauces on it or something? The big guy and the other guys. But it's the same kind of meat, technically. It's just different seasoning or something. once we get this done, then I can take it indoors and get ready, stuff ready there. Get the stream placed somewhere again, in a strategic place, and then it's time to eat and watch football. Pretty good way to spend the midsummer. Is it first midsummer day, or what is it called today? Eve. Oh yeah. So officially, it's like tomorrow is like the main day. Some more meats. There's definitely meat left in there. That's good. Tasty. And then there's 3 more pieces. My God. Do not use spirit or petrol for lighting or relighting. I think we've used that at some point. But is this like officially liquid? Like lighting fluid, barbecue lighting fluid. But spirit and petrol, that's different. That's like meant for this. If you put diesel there, it's gonna, the taste is gonna be bad for meat. It's meant for this, and it's okay. I think it's okay. That stuff is okay.
Jostain jopa älä käytä sitten sen helposti sitten nesteitä kuin spriitä tai bensiiniä.
But the bill makarilla.
Sen ei saa lisätä tulee tai hehkumaan hiilakseen täytyy mukaan.
Det är någon sån här som har Ronja och Tom the Veg.
Ja.
Is it time to flip it? I probably can start to relocate the camera here soon. I'm gonna put you guys on break for a little bit, and then we'll be back once I've relocated some things. Because that's soon gonna be ready there. Then we can start hauling in some meat. Okay, I put you on break. Okay. I'm falling, but not falling. Oh no, please don't be stuck. Shit. I have to reload, I think. I don't think I can get out of here. This would be a good clip, I think. Oh no! Well, that ended it at least. But I guess if you can farm all year round, then it's a little bit different. This one actually, I haven't even mounted it to the table. It's actually just on the table. But it's stable enough. I want to remove it when I'm gonna do some nailing here or screwing soon. Then it's nice to get it out. Tuffeled barn. There we are. Bit rate's real low. Bit rate is struggling. Put this far. Here, maybe it will unstruggle. Yeah, it's maybe even more super low bit rate. Taitaa olla tiedettäkö netysti. Kun mä nyt ileftelään. Put some food. Maybe almost muted. So crane. It should be, but it's Okay. I'm falling, but not falling. Oh no, please don't be stuck. Shit. I have to reload, I think. I don't think I can get out of here. This would be a good clip, I think. Oh no! Well, that ended it at least. But I guess if you can farm all year round, then it's a little bit different. This one actually, I haven't even mounted it to the table. It's actually just on the table. But it's stable enough. I want to remove it when I'm gonna do some nailing here or screwing soon. Then it's nice to get it out. Tuffold barn. Now it's going! Now it's down! It's real bad. Let me see, I'm gonna see how much water there is on the road. There's a good old 15 centimeters of water in the middle of the road. 10 to 15 centimeters of water. Yeah. I'm gonna clean the blueberries, these. For real, not just that. There's still something try to fix this with the 20 screen. I don't want to do that when it's this bad. It's weird because my internet connection seems to be okay. It's really, the bell box really real low. There's still wrong. I think it's worth streaming this shit. I think we're gonna just end it here for today, unfortunately. It just doesn't work. It's even worse because the just internet connection is work. Mailbox is really struggling. If it would be pushing two connections combined, they would be pushing 100 kilobits combined. Okay. Just dropping, it's like dropping to almost like really low in between. It's kind of unfortunate. It worked a little bit inside, which is weird. It seems like it's gonna check the internet connection and then use like. It's really weird. But the issues, we'll have to try. I will try some other settings next time again. Oh, fixes it. But yeah, I think this is too crappy. Please follow. I will try to get this stuff sorted out. See you. Bye bye.